we keep poking the dragon. We expect the dragon not to respond. That is not very smart on our part, no? We keep poking, and we keep shaming them or embarrassing them in the world stage. Of course, one day it will react, no? And that's what we're seeing now. China has advanced, has modernized, has achieved, they've uplifted over 800 million people out of poverty. They are now the top in AI, in EVs. Marami tayong nakikita mga Chinese brand, not only in consumer goods, no, but in high tech, in cell phones, in laptops, in EV cars, and they have the right to defend and to represent their countries.
Ano pong nakikita nyo po dito sa World War? Kakaiba po yung ating embahada ng China, ang embahada ng China dito sa Pilipinas. Sa nakalipas na mga diplomat mula sa China, parang handang makipagbardagulan kumbaga ang nakikita ko rito. At yun nga, nagkaroon po ng World War. Ano po ang nakikita nyo po dito?
Actually, that's a good point, no? To start the year off, parang may bago tayong teleserye, no, na inaantay natin araw-araw, may bagong pasabog, no. Pero nakita rin natin actually, ay importante nating intindihin ay every stakeholder kumbaga, no, meron silang responsibilidad, no. So nangyari kasi to, there's a bigger context, no. One of the West Philippine Sea spokesperson, si Commodore J. Tariela, naglabas ng isang AI distorted caricature, no, on ang nakikita natin yan on his official capacity kasi naka-uniforme siya sa isang official public talk, no, in a university. So it would be expected that the Chinese embassy would react because they see it as a disrespect to their president, no. So hindi natin sinasabi kung sino ang tama o sino ang mali, but we have to understand that is the role of any embassy, no. At the same time, if I believe one of our senators also said, if the other country makes such a action and disrespects our nationally elected leaders, our Philippine embassies in any other countries would do equally the same, no. That respect should be given duly to elected and national leaders, no. And we are actually thankful, no, that the professionals, kumbaga the adults in the room, the Department of Foreign Affairs, no, have come out with a mature and responsible statements that we have to respect the freedom of speech of everybody. But at the same time, we have to have basic courtesy, no, or basic decorum for other world leaders, no. As much as kumbaga, this is basic, di ba? We treat others as we would like to be treated, and this goes back to human basic courtesy.
Meron pong resolution, sir, sa Senado ngayon na kumbaga kukundina nga dito sa ginagawa ng Chinese embassy. Sakaling umusad po ito, di ko alam kung nalagdaan na ba totally kasi parang merong nagpa-ceasefire pero parang yun yung plano at nakikita kong marami sa mga senador o majority sa mga senador ang pumirma na ata rito. Ano po yung nakikita nyong maaring implikasyon po nito, sir? Parang hudyat na ba ito na or dapat ba tayong mag-alala sa posibleng sanctions na gagawin ng China rito or naiintindihan din ng China kung ano ang saan humuhugot ang ilang mga opisyal ng gobyerno?
I cannot speak. I think none of us in the room can speak for how China will react, no. But we also have to understand that China is a superpower. Its economy is the largest not only in the region, no, in Asia, but its comparative economic parity is already on par with the US. no? And just to give an example, no, the US and China have even more intense competition, no? They have even bigger challenges in their relationships. Pero makikita natin none of their senators or legislators we will ever resort to such levels of efforts, no, or dramatics, no. So we understand why some of our senators might feel the way that they feel, no, but at the same time, for our national attention to be focused on this teleserye, no, if we may call it such, is also incumbent on our national leaders to redirect or refocus our national attention. It's almost February, no, katapos na yung January, and the year is gonna go by faster, and there's so many global problems, no, alam natin yan, in the rest of the world. There's economic problems, there's political problems, there's cultural, immigration, technology challenges facing the whole world, no. Actually, we need more friends, and if we remember, even President Marcos has repeatedly said, friends with all, no, we need to be friends to all. And he's also mentioned that the West Philippine Sea issue should not be the defining element in Philippine-China relationship. And alam natin yan, no? There's economic relationship, there's education relationship, cultural, people to people, and there's so many things that we can focus on, no, and discuss. I believe the leader of UK, no, for a long time they were also having a challenging relationship with China, but the UK Prime Minister just had a visit, a working state visit to China, no, to re-establish good relations and to invite Chinese investors and economic cooperations, no, in the benefit of both countries, no. So there's a lot of things that we look forward to. I believe the Department of Foreign Affairs and the Malacanang Press Undersecretary have already made a clear and responsible pronouncements on this issue. So we would not like to preempt our national leaders, but we hope that a more mature and responsible redirection can be reestablished in Philippine-China relations for the benefit of our people and for our country.
Sir, pagdating po sa usaping diplomasya at sa foreign policy, yung kumbaga yung makakapagsaling pag once na na-touch na, parang kahit sino na lang ata pwedeng magbigay ng pronouncement, pahayag na ito. Official ang DFA lang ba nila ang maaring mag-tackle pensya ng gobyerno po? Kasi
good point, no, Admar, no. Of course, we're in of different culture neighbors, foreign affairs. We have to remember the Department of Foreign Affairs, they've trained more than decades. Importante yan because most or what have the responsible adults in the yan, tama yung sinabi mo, no, almost every one can make a political statement, and you know, and fortunately or unfortunately, you know, our media, we have a free press also. So kung sinong pinakamaingay, sabihin na natin na pinakamaingay, we call it in the foreign policy or political circle megaphone diplomacy, no. In other countries, we can say they are more circumspect, no, and maybe the media also has a responsible role, no, to be more discerning, no. So it's incumbent of us to understand. So yung ibang senado natin, yung ibang mga political leaders natin, they feel the way they do because the Chinese embassy is suddenly being more assertive in their response, no. But that is actually their job. They're not doing their job if they do not represent their country's position. We may not agree or disagree. It's not good or bad in as we know, in politics, in geopolitics, foreign policy. There's no black or white, no. It's a whole shade of gray, ika nga. But we have to understand that if parang ano yan eh, di ba? We keep poking the dragon. We expect the dragon not to respond. That is not very smart on our part, no. We keep poking, and we keep shaming them or embarrassing them in the world stage. Of course, one day it will react, no, and that's what we're seeing now. China has advanced, has modernized, has achieved, they've uplifted over 800 million people out of poverty. They are now the top in AI, in EVs. Marami tayong nakikita mga Chinese brand, not only in consumer goods, no, but in high-tech, in cell phones, in laptops, in EV cars. And they have the right to defend and to represent their countries in a more positive light, no. And kahit sino naman, no, kung laging sabihin natin na babatikos, siguro tatanggapin nila habang kakayanin nila, but one day, kahit sino man, even a lowly uneducated animal, no, one day it will bark and bite back, no. So we have to be more circumspect in that regard.
Opo, di ko lang alam kung napanood nyo na po yung video ni former president, former speaker Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, congresswoman pa ata siya hanggang sa kasalukuyan, patungkol dito kung paano ba natin dapat tingnan yung relasyon natin with China in a multifaceted way nga. Dapat na ikonsidera yung cultural, economic, trade, people-to-people ties, at iba pa. Kasi parang ang view, no, kung pagbabatayan natin sa social media, parang ang relasyon natin with China, parang nandun lang nakatutok, ay kumbaga, oy, papangit yung ating relasyon dahil nga dito sa issue ng West Philippine Sea, South China Sea, Prof.
Former President Arroyo is an economist by training, but she is also a very astute student on geopolitics and international relations, no? And what she said about we need to refocus on our multifaceted relationships: economic, trade, investment, technology, education, cultural, and people-to-people relations are far more important and far more comprehensive, no? And long-term. No, actually may mga nagsasabi din ng mga eksperto, no, na the world now is changing so much that we need more friends than enemies, no. At kahit sino naman na kapitbahay, kapatid, lahat tayo may problema, but we don't focus 24/7 sa problema, di ba? Yung kapitbahay natin, meron tayong konting alitan, 'di ba? Pag nag-usap tayo, pwede tayong mag-disagree, pero hindi tayo pwedeng araw-araw na nakikita natin isa't isa, babanggitin natin yung disagreement, yung alitan, tapos magbububugan ng ulo, 'di ba? Kahit sino naman siguro maintindihan na kahit magkakapatid, 'di ba? May mga hindi tayo nag-agree, 'di ba? Itabi natin 'yan, pag-usapan natin kung kailangan, pero yung araw-araw natin na hanapbuhay, 'di ba? Yung mga importanteng bagay sa atin para umunlad, hindi lang para sa isa't isa, but para sa ating syudad, no, sa community, sa barangay natin, sa bansa natin. So tama yung sinabi ni former President Arroyo, and as I mentioned earlier, we are optimist by nature. We believe the majority of our national leaders, no, our technocrats, our political and economic leaders know that we need to work not only with China but with the rest of our neighbors and the rest of the world. So as we mentioned also earlier, the US and China also have bigger challenges, no, bigger competition against each other. China and India also have challenges, but now they are actually working together, no, on not only investments but on technology, on people-to-people relations. Meron din tayong mga disagreement with our neighbors, no. Philippines and Malaysia, we have a dispute over Sabah. Philippines and Vietnam, meron tayong maritime disagreements also, no, pero hindi natin siya tututukan araw-araw at ibubulgar o imi-megaphone diplomacy, no. We let our Department of Foreign Affairs expert, our diplomats, our trained diplomats do what they are supposed to do. We let our senators and our congressmen do what they are supposed to do, but at the most important level is we have to do what is best for our people's development and our long-term development, no, and that is making friends with our neighbors.
Opo. And sa tingin niyo po ba, kumbaga, iyan ba yung laging pananaw, lalo na yung ng ahensya ng gobyerno, yung sinasabi ng konstitusyon natin na dapat role ng presidente, ng role ng DFA po natin. Dapat ba ganun yung pananaw? And yan ba ang kasalukuyang pananaw ng kasalukuyang administrasyon kung pagbabasehan po natin yung mga nako-communicate sa public po, sir?
Nabanggit mo rin kanina yung role ng social media, no? Actually, that is the big elephant in the room because everybody can be a expert, no? Can be a spokesperson of his or her opinion, no? So alam natin ang dami rin problema ng bansa ngayon, no? Economically, prices are going up, 'di ba? May mga not only international challenges but national challenges that are facing our people. So ang ano dyan is yung national leaders natin, most of, if not all of them, want to do what is best for the country. There might be disagreements, but again, if we focus on the disagreements, on the challenges with the biggest neighbor, no? And nakakalungkot kasi just a few weeks ago, President Marcos, the Department of Tourism just announced a 14-day visa waiver to attract more Chinese tourists. No, so we have to understand for the Chinese. On one hand, we want to invite their tourists here. We say that we can guarantee their safety, they will have a good time here, and the Filipinos are worldwide known to be the happy and hospitable people. No, so a lot of our Chinese friends were actually looking forward to travel, and then suddenly we have this what's the right word that we use, this word war that you mentioned earlier. But again, it's not the sum of the relations, no, as President Marcos has repeatedly said. We want to be friends with all, no, and the West Philippine Sea issue is not the defining element of Philippine-China relations. There's economic, there's cultural, there's people to people. Just to add, no, for many of our viewers, alam niyo po siguro ito, when we have good relations with China, China is the biggest donor, investor, and trade partner of the Philippines, no? Yung pinaka na huling natapos lang yung Bukana Bridge sa Davao. Libre yan. That's 3.2 plus billion pesos that even President Marcos credited China's engineers for completing it under schedule and under budget. No, nakita natin nasa picture ngayon, ang ganda niyang, that is one of the most modern and advanced bridges of the Philippines, and regalo ng China. Yan ba yung dapat natin kaawayin? Hindi lang yan, yung Binondo Intramuros Friendship Bridge, another 3.5 billion sa Manila, no, that not only generates economic development but jobs for the local people. Sa mga Pilipino yan, yung Makati, Mandaluyong, hindi lang ang mga hard infrastructure ang niregalo ng China. Every time may mga typhoons tayo, tens of millions of relief goods, of food packs are being donated nationwide yan. China also during the calamity donated more than 50 million vaccines, no, that helped save our frontliners, Filipino frontliners. Yung sumabog yung Marawi, China and Russia were the first ones to donate emergency weapons that save Filipino soldiers, no? May mga ano kasi nagsasabi, sometimes we Filipinos have a short-term memory, no? But for more than 5,000 years na kapitbahay natin ng China, ni isang beses hindi tayo sinakop. 'Di ba? Alam natin yung mga ibang bansa na mas malayo, sinakop tayo at anong ginawa sa Pilipino, no? Pero hindi natin siya araw-araw inuulit, no? Kahit yung mga ginawa sa ating hindi maganda, we should not forget, but we should also learn to forgive and to move forward, no? And to work with everybody who wants to work with the Philippines and to contribute to national development. And sa nakikita natin, China as our largest neighbor, largest trading partner, hindi lang sa atin, no? Lahat ng kapitbahay natin actually nakiki-cooperate at gustong magdagdag ng investment, trade, and cooperation and opportunities with China, no? At yun din dapat ang i-priority ng mga national leaders natin.
Opo, so itong naging suggestion po ng dating Pangulong Gloria Macapagal Arroyo na tingnan natin ang relationship with China sa iba't ibang pamamaraan, multifaceted way, bilang yung pagkonsidera sa cultural, economic, trade, people-to-people ties, at hindi lang nakatuon doon sa island disputes, no? Dyan sa West Philippine Sea, South China Sea. Sino po ang possible magtuturo niyan? Ang gobyerno po ang magtuturo ba niyan? Ang DFA or sa kabuuan? Kasi parang, yes, maganda kasi matagal na yung relationship natin with China as well as ibang mga bansa. Pero lahat ng nababanggit niyo po, sir, natatabunan po kapag magkakaroon na naman ng water cannon incident sa West Philippine Sea, South China Sea, magkakaroon na naman po ng girian. Lahat po ng mga itong mga bagay na ito na naisasuggest, nabubura agad at ang mananaig na sa naratibo, sa social media, sa mga balita at ang laging nangyayari, mas nananaig yung parang kamuhian natin ang China. Parang ganun po, sir.
You make a very good and important point, no? Pag lagi tayo nakafocus sa girian, sa alitan, syempre, yan yung nagiging reality ng focus natin, no? But at the same time, ilang beses na natin nakita na when hindi natin sabihin tama or mali, no? Meron kasing mga areas sa China, may area sa atin, tapos sa gitna ng dagat may mga disputed. No, kasi sa dagat wala namang yung mga street signs, no? Wala naman mga passport ang mga isda, no? Na alam natin ito galing parte para ng China to, parte ng Pilipinas to, parte ng Vietnam to, parte ng Indonesia o ng Malaysia. So sa mga gitna ng dagat, alam mo yung mga mangingisda, wala yung nationality, they are human beings. No, as sabi nga ng mga mangingisda natin sa gitna ng dagat, kahit di sila nagkakaintindihan, they do some kind of a barter trade. Kung anong meron ako, anong meron ka, sa gitna ng dagat, pwede tayo maghatian or magpalitan, no? At the same time, for hundreds of years, wala naman tayong narinig na gulo diyan sa South China Sea, no? So ngayon lang mga nakaraan na ilang taon, no, na syempre lumalaki yung mga bansa sa South China Sea, no? Tapos may mga ibang dayuhan din na nakikialam sa South China Sea, no? So may mga nag-uudyok diyan, no? But at the same time, we should also know what to priority and what to pursue using diplomacy, kasi sa katapusan naman lahat naman ng gera ilan pang namatay o ilan man na bombahan na lugar ay magpipistok din yan sa kahulihan, hindi ba? Sana hindi na tayo umabot sa ganon, no? Kasi hindi mo mapapalit ang kapitbahay, alam natin yan, di ba? May kasabihan nga sa lingwahe natin, di ba? Kawayan mo na yung kamag-anak mo, huwag mo lang kawayan yung kapitbahay kasi araw-araw pagising mo yan ang kapitbahay mo, di ba? Why are we going to create undue stress? So yan sinabi ni former President Arroyo, no, at yung multifaceted economic, trade, cultural. I would say the government can play a leading role in terms of providing the platform, no, for the different stakeholders to cooperate and to find common ground to work together. But we have a very strong civil society, we have a very strong education sector. A lot of the Chinese, as you know, maraming Pilipino nagtuturo ng English, no, in China and other China territories. And actually, you know, these Chinese students, they love their Filipino teachers. Sabi nga nila kasi, number one, the English. But number two, merong pagmamahal ng at malasakit ang Pilipino, no? And that's worldwide. We are known for that. So there's a lot of things to look forward to, and not only for the near future, but for the long term. China is the largest economy in the region, if not in the world already, di ba? It's the biggest AI, robotics, EV, green technology, lahat yan pwede nating mapakinabangan because China is willing to cooperate with us. Alam mo, maraming mga and we would like to congratulate SMNI, no, kayo yung exception. A lot of the media focused on the West Philippine Sea issue, yung nagbigay ng speech yung bagong ambassador ng China sa isang event nila, no. But actually, if you look at the speech of Ambassador Jing, he focused on the positive. Sabi nga niya, ang daming mga pagdating pa lang niya galing sa last appointment niya, pagdating niya sa Manila, nakita niya yung warmth and love of the Filipino people. Yun yung pinaka na-impress sa kanya, no? Tapos sabi niya, a lot of the Chinese brands are being enjoyed and helping Filipino businesses and Filipino consumers have a more comprehensive experience, no? At as alam natin yung mga, I don't know if I can mention the Chinese brands na nakikita natin yung mga EV cars nila sa kalye, no? And that's helping not only the Philippine economy but the Philippine environment. So marami tayong pwedeng pag-aralan sa isa't isa. But as you very well pointed out, if we focus on the disagreements on the girian, yun ang magiging reality natin.
Opo, huli na lang po, sir, no? Dito naman po sa, hindi lang po ang Pilipinas ang may ka-dispute or ka-dispute ng China po, no? Marami pong mga bansa din yan na nakapaligid sa kanya. Yan yung South Korea, Japan, pati na rin yung Vietnam. Maging dito sa mga miyembro ng ASEAN, meron din po. Pero paano ba nilang nalalaman ng mga Pilipino, kasi nakakonsentrate tayo lalo na sa social media, depende kasi yan kung ano yung mga sinisearch mo, yun din yung lumalabas sa feed mo. Paano ba nila hinandle ito, sir? And meron ba tayong pwedeng paggayahan na parang akmang-akma sa atin na hindi po naapektuhan yung pangkalahatan itong mga nababanggit po ni former President GMA?
Maganda yung puntos mo, Admar, no? Actually, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We just have to study what our neighbors are doing. Alam mo, in fairness, this is an American their neighbors. Ibig sabihin, dudes with their neighbors. And for majority of them, China even gave more sa kabilang party, meaning China compromised in favor of the other side in pursuit of peace. No? So ano ibig sabihin yan? Pag meron tayong mga disagreement, we let the professionals take care of it. No? And that's what our neighbors have done. Our diplomats are trained. They spend their lifetime studying the art of diplomacy. We let them, and we keep talking. No? Kasi at the end of the day, kahit anong mga away, di ba, maaayos lang yan sa pag-uusap. So mag-usap na lang tayo na mag-usap kaysa mapunta pa sa ibang gulo, no? But at the same time, na-point out mo din, no, yung mga kapitbahay natin, we have the ASEAN Tourism Summit in Cebu. Imagine mo, araw-araw mapapanood nila to or mababasa nila to sa news, itong world war ng some of our Philippine officials with Chinese embassy. Anong isipin nila na paano yung mga investment namin, paano yung mga disagreement namin with the Philippines, lahat ba to magiging megaphone diplomacy, lahat ba to mabubulgar at magiging headline bukas, di ba? So they also will be, kumbaga, ito yung portfolio cover letter natin kung anong pinapakita natin. Yan ang pinapakita natin hindi lang sa China but sa kapitbahay natin. And all of them are expanding relations with China, even those countries that have some challenges and problems with China. They are reestablishing relations. Kung kapitbahay nga natin, pati UK, we have no problems. You make friends with China because we are also doing the same. You talk to China, we are also talking to China.